before you chew and spit. You tear yourself to bits, you smoke and you drink, and shop until you're half sick. It's some kind of comfort, and that's the reason why you do it. It's some kind of comfort, and that's the reason why.
Interestingly, I always did record live with the piano. I mean, I've always really, the relationship with the piano and voice is incredibly. They just, it's sort of like they're like this. They're just wrapped around each other, and I write for my voice, the piano, and my voice is really intertwined. And it's so I tend to do 1 or 2 takes live at the piano and singing, and that's always been the way that I've recorded because I want the performance. I want you to really hear this. I want you to really hear what I'm saying and know that it's genuine and real and feel as if you're in the room sitting in there with me. But funnily enough, this latest album, my Coke bottle, this latest album here, I think is more intimate and vulnerable in a way, but it's not. It's very, it has great strength to it, but it's just, it really, I think, more than anything that I've done before, literally feels like I'm probably just in the room with you singing to you. And that's because it's myself and cello and bass, and very little time was spent overthinking stuff. It really grew in a very natural way, and I love working with Gabrielle Swallow, who's my cellist, and the two of us, it was this incredible glue with the piano and the cello and my voice and the bass, and it's sort of like everywhere had a perfect place, and something beautiful about the sound of us all together. It's really sonically very appealing, and so it's a very simple recording, I think, but I wanted the songs to really, really stand out. And I'd just been 2 years doing Elizabeth in theatres, and these were very, very particular songs about loneliness and hard subjects like self-harming and cutting and eating disorders. I mean, it was just sort of like it covered the complete gamut, and they are, I think, beautiful songs. They're hard lyrics. The information and what I'm saying is really hard stuff to hear, but they're couched and they're presented in very very kind and sort of loving music. I mean, that's the point. So it's really, I think I first reckon the difference between that and this is that I'm not afraid to actually really say what I'm thinking or feeling. It's sort of like, this is really incredibly honest, to the point that I'm sure some people would just go, oh my God, I can't, I don't want to hear that. But I think it's important for people to hear, especially young people. I mean, it's across the board, but ultimately all these things that I talk about is what I struggled with as a kid, that's what I struggled with as an adult, and they just, they don't let up. They're just the things we all struggle with.